Mhm.
Hello everyone. Hello.
Yeah, hi sir. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, we'll wait for some more time. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining this session. Hope everyone is fine. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I can.
Yep.
We can hear you. Doing great. Thank
Okay. Yeah, great. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So today's Friday. You guys might have, I can say planned something for the weekend, and also again after 2 days we have to start our work. And also, how's your what you can say? How's your work going on? May I know about your experience and all you people? All you guys are fresher, or you guys are working in some XYZ company in different domain, or someone is working in MES. So could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, let me go. Myself
Yep.
is Divakar here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm being work. I have like almost like 2 decades of experience in PLM and CAD. Okay,
In
and
in in which in which
Siemens
sector?
Siemens Team Center.
I didn't
I'm
get
from
you. Sorry.
Team Center. Team Center.
Team Center.
Yeah,
Team Center. What is that?
Siemens product.
Okay, Siemens Op Center you are having, right?
No, Team Center, not Op Center. Team Center.
Okay. Okay. Team Center is some different application that I'm not aware.
PLM.
But Siemens is
PLM.
having Op Center MES application that I can say. Yeah.
Yes. As well. I have 2 decades of experience. I've been working with one of the renowned organization. Okay,
So
I have
basically, you are
almost like
working in IT or in any pharmaceutical, in any manufacturing industry.
I am into digital manufacturing.
Okay, digital manufacturing and part of any IT company, or any
Yeah. IT company.
okay, great.
Can I reveal company name? Is that okay?
That's fine. Or if not reveal, that also fine. I can understand. You are working some XYZ service, XYZ product based company, or might be service based company, but you are
Yes,
working in IT. That's fine. No,
yes,
no
yes,
need to reveal
yes.
the company name and all. Yeah, yeah, Devaka. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Remaining people can also start introducing. That's fine for me. If you guys are okay.
Yes. Myself is Surya. I have the total 16 years experience. So I'm
Mhm.
working in the pharmaceutical industry. So I'm taking care of this one validation of the qualification of the equipments.
Great. Uh, yep.
Hi,
Yeah.
I'm
Next.
Vinay.
Yep.
Hi,
Mm-hmm.
I'm Vinay. I was working in pharmaceutical company. I have a 10 years experience. I have a end user experience in MES, Rockwell software.
Okay, you are having end user experience in Rockwell software. Rockwell MES application you're talking about, right, Vinay?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, next. Prasad, Chandra, Suman, I can say Lakshmi, you people are you if you want, you people can also introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I am Suman and
Yep.
I have 8 years of experience in as a mechanical design engineer in CAD, and I have no
Okay.
prior experience of MES.
Okay, Suman. So currently you're working in CAD designing domain or what?
CAD designer, yes.
Okay, so basically, your profile
In
is
the autumn,
your profile is something different from other people. I can say from
not
Divakar,
farmer.
from
Yes.
from
It's similar
Divakar and
to
from
Divakar,
yeah
yes.
compared to
Steam
Divakar,
center with a,
Vinay,
yes,
uh, Sivas, I can say, yeah, you are having some different profile. You're having some
yes,
CAD design experience. So yeah,
yes.
but Suman, I worked with few people who are having this designing experience. As we know, we are having very limited scope for this CAD design, CAD CATIA something. I am not completely
Yeah.
aware, but yeah, mechanical engineers are designing something they are designing. I'm not completely aware about that, but yeah, but
Yeah.
few people were working on the designing, but they moved from this designing to this validation domain and all. Yeah, but it's up to you how you can shape your career and all. Yeah. Next, Chandra, uh, Prasad, you don't want to introduce? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, hi. My name is Vijay Duggabraj, sir. I'm
Uh,
having total 10 years of experience in the pharma industry. I worked in various tools on SAP, like SAP MES. On MES, I am working as an approval and execution of the BMR.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we are good. Okay, Chandra is there. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, Chandra. Chandra, we cannot hear you if you're speaking. The meeting.
Hello, is this audible?
Yes, yes, Chandra, I can hear you.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. Myself, Chandrasekhar. I'm
Hmm.
working in pharmaceutical company as a maintenance engineer.
Hmm.
I have experience in process and packing maintenance. Okay, I have also basic knowledge about Viram. Means
Okay.
is about EBPR.
Yep. Okay.
Basic knowledge.
Okay, that's fine. So, guys, what I understood from you people is, apart from Suman, all people are lying on not completely lying on MES application, but yeah, they can they can move from their industry to MES. Even I'm not sure about the Divakar because he's having 2 decades of experience. He is very experienced guy. So uh, I'm not sure what is his plan and all, but yeah, as a product owner, something he can plan in future. Uh, but the remaining people, you guys can put some effort and you guys can come into MES industry. That is not a major challenge, I can say to you people. So let me share my screen and show to you. Yeah, to the presentation for today. And during presentation, we'll discuss about our course, the duration and the course content and all. Yeah, let me share my screen. And if my screen is, yeah, if my screen
Sorry,
is,
sorry
sorry,
to say, sorry
yeah,
to
yeah,
say.
yeah,
May I know
yeah.
your name, please? Could you?
My name is Pankaj, and even I also don't want to reveal the company name and all, so that should be confidential. And I am not interested in knowing anyone's company, so that should be confidential for everyone. Yeah. So basically, I think Ashok has recently joined. So Ashok, do you want to introduce yourself if it's okay for you? Ashok, if you are speaking, you are on mute.
Hi, good evening. My name is Ashok. I'm from Chennai.
Okay.
I'm working as a IT project manager in different MNCs. So
Your
we go with,
voice is little bit not clear, I can say.
can you hear me now?
Yep, I
Hello,
can hear you. Yep. Yeah, so
can you hear me? Yeah.
yes, I
We
can hear
do
you.
IT project, especially in manufacturing and industrial companies. So that is the reason why I'm really interested to join in this meeting. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so you guys are able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So basically, we are having MES course, Manufacturing Execution System, and this MES is one application I can say, and this MES application manufacturing companies are using for their paperless electronic batch report generation. And basically, we are more focused about the pharmaceutical industry because MES for pharma is more critical, more important, and in the market, the jobs are very high in MES pharma, especially I can say. And when you go for the Indian manufacturing pharma companies, a lot of a lot of pharma companies have started implementing, and a lot of pharma companies have already implemented the MES application. So we are having different job opportunities are there in the MES, but yes, opportunities are there, but for picking those opportunities, it's not that much easy. If you are working in some different domain, you are having some different experience, but we are having different job opportunities are there. When you go in software, like like, suppose we have to develop some software, then we are having very limited roles, you can say. When you go in any software companies, they have to develop some XYZ application, I can say. They are having very limited roles, I can say. Software developer, software tester, some business analyst are there. Yeah, then sales guy and all, 4 or 5 different roles are there. But when you go for the MES pharmaceutical, and when you go for MES for different industry, like, automotive industry, the number of job opportunities are there more in pharmaceutical. Why it is there? Because we are having validation concept, we are having designing concept. So it's not like someone will implement MES application once and they will use that application, the same application, till 20 years, 30 years. In between, they have to design something, they have to design the process flow and all. So these are the part of MES, I can say, I'm discussing. But yeah, in this slide, the main thing is mentioned, we are part of a Skillbee consulting, I can say, company connect consultancy. We are part of that, and a Skillbee Solution is the one who is arranging this MES course. We are having this contact details also, it is mentioned. We are having portals, so you can connect with the team and you can get more details regarding this course. So we are having the certification course. This is a certified course by company connect consultancy. In this course, we are going to discuss about the MES. We are having different MES application integration. We are going to discuss about the recipe design, workflow design, MES architecture, deployment of MES application, MES project management. We are having validation of MES application. So these are the different terminology are there. Like, these are the content of course, I can say. These are the important bullet point, I can say. But yes, for the MES application point of view, we will discuss about more about the MES. But in the market, we are having n number of MES application. And when you talk about the global application, when you talk about the local application, it is completely different. We are having global application, multiple global applications are there, like Rockwell, PASEX, Siemens OP Center, multiple global MES products are there. But we are having local MES applications also, because I heard that few pharma companies started developing their MES solution for their companies. Instead of purchasing, instead of spending a lot of too much amount of money for buying any global application, they are more interested in developing their own application and started implementing. Yeah, so do you guys having any question? Anyone wants to ask anything? Okay, that's fine. We'll move to the next slide. So we are having this course details, industry 4.0 basics, benefit and future of MES application clients, interface of MES application with other application, recipe and workflow design, MES application architecture, SAP MES interface, MES historian interface, GXP document for implementation of project, qualification of MES project. So in this course, we are not covering a single job profile. Like, when you go in the market, you will get like, recipe designer, admin role. So I won't make you ready for interview, I can say directly. I cannot make you ready for like, for 5 years experience guy. I cannot make you 5 years experience guy within our, like, I can say our 10 or 12, whatever number of sessions you have to prepare. But yeah, I can give you the details. I can train you in such a way that you will be able to understand everything. Like, if someone will talk about the application, you can talk. If someone will talk about the application architecture, you can talk. So you will be like, you will be having knowledge of each and every stuff related to MES. Because MES is in the pharmaceutical industry, we have to understand the GXP part also. When you go for the automotive industry, there is no GXP concept. But yes, for the pharmaceutical industry, we have to understand the GXP part. And as a validation, I can say someone is having validation experience and someone is having batch reviewer experience, batch approver experience. So they already know about the batch reviewing, approving and all. So they can learn about the application architecture, they can understand about the interfaces and all. But yes, we are not going to discuss any coding part in this course, because we are not software developer. We are part of a functional team who will take care of the requirement gathering, support, validation, document preparation, recipe design, workflow design. Yeah, so we'll discuss about the build and hotspot, fix deployment, master data management, conversion of BMR to EBMR, more MES roles and cross access privilege management, industry use case and best practices. So we will start this course with our industry 4.0. Why industry 4.0 is there? Before industry 4.0, what all things was there and all. So as you know, we are not limited with MES. When you go with any global pharmaceutical companies like Pfizer, Eli Lilly, Roche, these are the major pharmaceutical. They have already implemented MES application, and right now they are planning for this IoT, cloud computing, multiple AI and all, AI machine learning. But yes, we will get the overview kind of thing, but we will more focus about our MES part only, because I'm having experience of this MES, and this course has been designed for the MES case. So like for the industry 3.0, what all things was there, we'll discuss more about in our upcoming lectures, I can say, upcoming sessions, I can say. But yes, we'll discuss about the industry 4.0 part, architecture of MES application, like what is required to implement MES application in any manufacturing pharma plant, what architecture will use in the production environment for MES application. So as we have to implement MES application for any plant, so first we have to we have to finalize the architecture point of view. Architecture, without architecture finalization, we cannot implement any MES application. So when you go for any global implementation, then again global we need to finalize the architecture at global level. So what is the impact of the architecture on the other third party application? Network dependency on architecture, application availability issue, impact of server sizing. So multiple things are there, we have to understand it. But one more thing I want to cover it here, we are not going to showcase any application to you people, because all these MES applications are paid only. Those are not open source. So I cannot open the MES application and show to you people. Okay. So we are having application clients, like in one application there might be another sub application. When you go for SAP, we are having different different T codes, and team are using different T codes as per their requirement, because SAP finance people are also using, so they can use the T codes. They can use their T codes. HR is not at all interested in finance T codes and all. So that is like that in MES application, we are having different team in the pharmaceutical industry, like production team, packing team, QA team, recipe designer team. So each and every team has their own importance, their own work related to MES. So they will log into their MES sub application, and they will perform the activity, and parallelly other team members or other team will log into other sub application, and they will do their activities and all. Yeah. So anyone is having any question? Do you want to add anything here? Guys, please just speak up. If you're not. Okay. No. Okay, great. And we are having features and benefit of MES system, like we are having what I can say, after implementing of MES application, what all things will happen for my plant, what all things will get improved for my plant. So these things we have to understand it more, and because no companies will invest money on the MES without providing the benefit to upper management. That we have to understand it. Increased productivity, cost reduction, quality improvement, security, competitive advantage, accuracy, remote monitoring. So we'll discuss more in our upcoming sessions.
Is it possible to make the slide mode, presentation mode?
Oh yeah, not so, sorry to say. Yep. Okay. We'll discuss more about the recipe and workflow design, why recipe design is required, why workflow design is required, why building block design is required. What all things will be covered in the building block, phase mapping, transition logic, rules, usage of the phases. So these are the key points for the recipe and workflow design. But one thing I want to highlight it here, because for each and every MES pharmaceutical MES application, we need to design the recipe. When you go for the other MES application, there it is not required to design recipe and all, but or else I can say the recipe design might be very small, but yeah, but for the pharma, the recipe design is very bigger task. I can say currently companies are spending a lot of amount of money and time on for the recipe design, because for every product they are having different master recipes.
So then,
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, we need to validate the MES application. Why validation is required? Because this application is going to be used for the GXP environment. If application is GXP, then there is no way you have to qualify it. You have to validate the MES application. There is no other way. Yep. So as part of a validation, what all things will be covered? URS, FS, DS, CS, OQ, PQ. Why all these things are required? If someone is having experience of the validation, he might know about what is URS, why user requirement specification is required, what all things are there in the functional specification, why DS is design specification is required. These are part of a these document are part of a qualification or validation of MES application. Without validation, without validating MES application, you won't be able to implement the MES application for the production environment. Job opportunities. So multiple job opportunities are there in the MES. I can say you will get job in pharma companies. You will get job in IT companies. In IT we are having service industry. In IT we are having product companies, service product companies also there, service companies also there. So basically, if you talk about the software, yes, some software, global software are developed by softwares are developed by IT product based company. If you are having more MES experience with high process knowledge, then you might get a chance to work in 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 product based IT companies for MES application. And if you are having consulting experience, you're having the support experience, then you might get to work in service based IT companies. Service based IT companies are generally supporting to any pharmaceutical companies for their recipe design, for their supports, for their workflow design kind of stuff. Yes. In pharma will get the MSAT recipe designer. What I have seen, like after implementing MES applications, companies started using pharmaceutical companies started designing recipes by own. They are creating their own team instead of completely depend on the vendor. So you might get a chance to work as a MSAT team, as a MSAT recipe designer and all. You might get a chance to as a IT system owner, you will get a job opportunity like that also. So where you need to lead the MES application ownership and all. In IT companies, you will be in IT consulting companies, you will get a job as IT MES consultant, IT MES project lead, project manager. When you are having more experience in the IT, then might get IT industry 4.0 head, pharmaceutical deployment managers. So multiple job opportunities are there, but you have to you won't get directly these positions and all. You have to prove yourself. You have to improve the MES skills for you, and MES skills in yourself. Then you might achieve on these positions and all. But first you have to understand the importance of MES. If you are not understanding MES importance, then these things are very far away for you, I can say. So when you work in any corporate companies, like in any IT company, generally you might have 5 days working. But when you work in any pharmaceutical manufacturing department, packing department, QA department, still you are having 6 days working and all. This part will vary company to company, but yes, majority is the same only. Yeah, 6 days working hour. But if you start career with MES and you are a fresher guy, you are having very little experience, then your salary will improve slowly. But yes, you can, if you're stuck with this MES, definitely will grow. Because I've seen people who are having started with MES from very bottom. Right now they are on the good position and all. So anyone is having any question? Because I'm done from my end. So you guys can ask question, not a problem for me. So please ask if you are having.
Hi. Yeah.
Yeah, Prasad.
Yeah. This overall course will be the theory part only.
Yeah, Prasad. We will show you some what I can say, some screens for you, but I cannot show you any application, like live application, that login into application, show me this. I can show you because no one MES course will provide you that much flexibility, because these applications are not open source, Prasad. That is the major challenge. If application itself is open source, I can download into the my laptop and I can play with the application, but
Okay.
but,
Suppose now the recipe designing is there.
Yep.
By referring your PPT, so that I can design the MES.
Yes, I can say one thing. The recipe designing part, you have to practice it. I can explain you what to design, how to design these things, but designing part, I'm not having any software live with me, so I cannot show you. Yeah, you are doing this mistake and all. See, recipe designing means, like we have to use the correct phase, correct transition. We have to use it. So when you start testing the recipe, then you will be able to design the recipe. If you talk with any recipe designer, they will tell you, I started as a recipe tester. I was testing the recipe. I was verifying the recipe. I was reviewing the recipe. Then I got the recipe designer role.
Okay.
Even if you are working in any XYZ companies, manufacturing companies might be, then you might can talk with your team members that, boss, you just started, how you started recipe designing, or they might tell you, I was doing recipe review and all, I was finding mistakes, then I got to know the importance of these phase, that phase. So the recipe is a combination of phases, their transitions.
Yeah. And one more thing, is there any troubleshooting part is there?
Troubleshooting part, I can say in the beginning of this course, as in the architecture only, I can cover it little bit troubleshooting, like if some issue will come, like during design time, some people can do mistake. During execution time, some people can do mistake. How to check logs and all, user logs, application logs. These things we need to understand it.
Okay.
Yeah, Prasad.
Yeah.
Hi,
One more
Pankaj.
thing. One more thing. By taking this course, and shall I grab the interview?
First you have to you have to find out, you you want to enter into MES, but on which profile. So best suitable thing I can suggest you, if you are having the validation experience of other application, that's fine, you can apply it here.
Okay.
The best way, if anyone is having validation experience, like any validation engineer is having knowledge of all those application which was validated by him. Because during validation case, definitely he will go through the OQ, what you have validated. And during validation, what we are doing, we are just verifying the functionality. If you know the functionality, then
Yes, yes, yes. What you are telling is it is covered in the topic as you are given the theory part?
Yeah.
Yeah. What I'm asking as exactly as what you have told that.
Okay.
Yeah. These all topics are covered in the theory part only. That is I'm
Yes.
asking. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Suppose the URS is there, DS is there, OQ, PQ, IQ, OQ.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
This is yeah. Yeah. Okay.
One more doubt. You are only theoretical part training. No?
Uh, Sekhar, sorry, you are asking, right?
Yes, yes.
Chandrasekhar.
But
Yeah.
how should we practice after training also? How should we do some work? Means troubleshooting after the completion of course also. We need to homework something. Na? How should we exercise the MES?
If you are having MES in your company, then you should take access, and you should try practicing on that only, Chandrasekhar, because I cannot provide you any application, because I'm also not having any application access in my personal laptop.
Okay.
But
No, we need to grab interview or else some to change my role like that. We need to do some troubleshooting like that. So that's why I'm asking. Is there any example, sir?
examples means what I can say?
Means architecture or some like formulas while
Yeah.
troubleshooting.
Yeah, during troubleshooting, like, what kind of troubleshooting, like, as a software, you want to work as a software support, then you have to understand the application, then you have to check the application log, you have to check the JBoss log, Tomcat logs. So these things I can explain you, but if you tell me show me the application, where, then this is not in my hand, like, how to show the application and all.
Okay, one thing you said now you have to practice in your company. In pharmaceutical company, it is not easy to take that role like
Access.
administrator, supervisor access. It was
um
completely.
I can tell you one
Mm,
thing, Chandrasekhar, like, for each and every pharma company, they are having non-GXP environment application also, like, they are using the application on the production, they are having quality server, they are having the testing server, they are having the development server, they are having the development application where anyone can get access, because that should not be recorded.
mm. Okay, fine, fine.
Pankaj, what is the course duration and the
Basic
timings?
timings would be on Saturday, Sunday mostly.
Okay.
8 to 9:30 mostly it will go, and we will cover the complete session on mostly 1.5 months, I can say.
Okay. In that, what is the validation? The whatever is the deliverables, all those things, it will take 10 days or 50 days. How it is? Any splitting is there? Any specific this one timelines?
No, we have not specified timing, like, first day this, but we will cover these topics for you.
Okay. Okay. Why? Because when validation is there, so many this one deliverables going to cover, so it will take 10 days, 15 days like that.
No, first thing is, as part of a URS, why URS is required, because yeah, I can show you some URS points and all.
Yes, yes, I know that one. Just I'm
Yeah.
thinking. So
Yeah.
your presentation is reflecting which is the design workflow and the recipe creation, then some of the
Recipe.
things.
Yeah,
Recipe
but
flow.
yeah, Sivas, but one thing is very clear, Sivas, like, we cannot show you any kind of application. I'm sorry
No,
for
I'm
that,
not.
but
No. Application I'm not asking.
yeah.
Just there is a multiple what is the task you are going to explain and you need to give the
Yeah.
trying to us. So
Yeah.
there you are telling me say initially first 3 to 4 steps, this is the thing is there. Then one of the steps is actually validation. So in that validation, almost all 15 deliverables is there. In that 15 deliverables, you need to cover how many days it may take. That is just handling. So initially,
she was like, for the validation case, we will cover each and every document part, like, why OQ is required. We are not going to write the OQ here in this session. We are not going to write PQ in this session because we are not like, if I will start doing the OQ writing or PQ writing here in this session, then definitely this course will go for 1 year, I can say, because MES implementation will take 1 year, Sivas.
Yes, I got it. But I'm asking what is then now? See, the whole duration you were saying is a 1.5 month, and it is coming only Saturday, Sunday. Am I right?
Yes.
So in that 1.5 hour every day is, that means weekly 8 days, monthly 8 days it will come. So 1.5 month means and almost all 10 to 12 maximum you can consider as a 15 weekends.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. In that 15 weekends, so validation part will take 7 days, 7 weekends.
No. Why? Like, why you are saying validation part will take 7 working? Are we going to validate any application in this session?
No. You are going to explain. Yes, you told now that is you are going to tell what is the URS, what is this one. So
then that will take only 1 day for the validation case, Sivas. Yeah.
Yeah, one more thing, for the recipe designing and the workflows, are you showing any?
Prasad, sorry to interrupt. Just allow me 1 minute. 1 minute. I will back.
Yeah.
Sorry, Prasad. Yeah, you are asking something regarding recipient workflow.
Yeah. Designing and workflows is there. Are you showing the screenshots like the MES screenshots?
That would be confidential, I can say. But yeah, very few one, the generalized one I can say. But I cannot show you any recipe for any product. Like, the recipe.
No. Means the step by step the process of the screenshot. What I am asking.
Yeah, general and screenshot I can make you ready for you. Like, I cannot show you the complete screenshot of one product. That is, but yes, Prasad, if you understand one operation, if you see one operation architecture, if you see one operation flow, if you understand one process flow, that's fine for other process flow. Because for us, for pharmaceutical companies, we are having different. For pharmaceutical company, we are having this dispensing, granulation operation, compression, coating. But for MES, these are the functionalities. How you can utilize it. You can utilize your functionality with for the designing of different operation. Like हमारे घर में कढ़ाई होता है ना, तो कढ़ाई में आप कुछ भी बनाओ, doesn't matter for the manufacturer, right? कढ़ाई में आप chicken बनाओ, रोटी सब्जी बनाओ, क्या बनाते हो, doesn't matter. So like that, you have to understand one operation, done. You don't have to spend too much time on the designing of multiple operations and all. Yeah, if you get a chance, if you get a job for designing operation, you will design it.
Yeah. Why? Because asking, I am working on. I worked on the AMS, Rockwell.
AMS.
Yes. Yeah. AMPS.
Which? Achha, AMPS. Okay, this Pfizer product. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Pfizer. I worked on that tool. On the tool, I worked on the execution and the approval of the BMRs and the EBMRs only. Yeah. Why?
So
Because
Prasad,
asking.
Prasad, you are having the validation experience for the AMPS?
Yes. Yeah. For that end, no, I didn't involve in the validation part. I involved in the end user.
Okay, end user, Prasad.
Yes.
So you are working in which department?
Production, manufacturing and production department.
Manufacturing only. Okay.
Yeah.
You might working with this MES since long time, I can say, Prasad.
Yeah.
Then you if you understand little bit more, then you should come into IT here. I don't know if you guys, a lot of people have already moved from the AMPS. They were working as a support. They were working as a end user.
Yeah.
Validation people also moved from to AIT and all. Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Because most of the interviews are asking the recipe designing and workflows. What are the logic? How was
Yeah,
the
right.
theory
Right
part?
now,
Yeah.
market is little bit tight. Like, people are
Yes.
asking a number of experience and all. But
Mm.
earlier it was easy, little bit. But
Yeah.
yes. Right.
Mm.
Okay. Anyone is having other questions?
Hi, Pankaj.
Yeah.
While implementing MES, do we get to know about SAP and MES integration?
Yes. First we have to understand why SAP MES integration is required. What all things
Yes.
we need to cover as part of SAP MES integration. What all? But if you ask me, how to can we? If I give you one application, will you able to integrate, or do we get any job like where I will be able to integrate the application with MES application with SAP? No, this is not our job.
Okay.
This is part of a development winner. So we are having different jobs. So what all jobs I shown you, na? The integration of MES to SAP establishment
Okay.
is not fitting in any jobs, I can say. Those are the software developer. For the MES case also, software developer jobs are there.
Okay.
If you go for Rockwell developer, you can talk with PASIX developer. They are having their own development team. They will, you as a SME, you have to collect the information from site. You have to convert the site, their process, their business language into the application language, into the technical language, and you have to hand over to to the IT team or IT companies. They will work for you, and you will have to test it. You have to validate the application. You have to validate the interface, and after validation, that can be used for the production. Yes.
Okay.
I think we are good.
So when it is going to start this one, Pankaj, this training?
Ma'am can tell you. I think next
Okay.
month only. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, from 3rd of May we will start.
Thank you.
One more doubt, Pankaj.
Yeah.
If we go to with IT, we change the means I am working in pharmaceutical company now, and I need to change some IT company. We can join as a fresher, or like this
But
experience also will add.
I can suggest you one thing, Chandrasekhar.
Yes.
If you are having validation experience of pharmaceutical, na, you can easily come to IT. And for other domain, it's very difficult. Like, if you are thinking, I will learn this recipe designing, immediately I will switch into IT. That is very difficult. Why? Because IT people are having more knowledge on the recipe design and all, because technically they are using the application more, and you people will start using the application right now, and immediately it's very difficult. But yes, for those who are having the validation experience, they can easily, because if you are having validation experience, like, if someone is working in the pharma, he might know the SAP little bit, he might know the MES little bit, he might know the LIMS little bit,
Yes.
and on top of that he knows validation also. So you can understand, he can work on all these kind of projects.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. We will
No,
our
not a
pharmaceutical
fresher.
experience
No.
also. Well, okay, yes,
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 yes.
okay,
No one will give you as a fresher by.
yes, fine. Okay, thanks for the information.
Yeah.
Hi, Pankaj. Do we get any assistance during interview facing an interview?
At the end of the course, I will take one session where we will guide you about the resume design and all. Like, in the resume, what you need to put it, different kind of resumes and all. On that level, I can help you. But yes, after course, what kind of support you want, I'm not sure. Because generally people are asking these things on the resume design session only.
Means the like a mock interview.
Mock interview, Last day only,
Yeah.
I can take it for the mock interview for you people. We are having the question banks and all. So we will give to you, and during the complete course, after that you need to explain the same thing to me.
Okay, Pankaj.
Mm.
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, sir. I think, yeah, it's completed. If anyone don't have any queries, so we can close the call.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm also
thank you,
thinking the
thank you,
same.
Pankaj.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining
Okay,
the
yeah.
demo session.
Thank
Yep,
you all.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks a
thank
lot.
Yeah.
you.
Okay, okay. Bye-bye.